Welcome to the Law Office of Brian Fagan podcast, where we empower Texas families through knowledge and compassion. I'm your host, and today we're discussing what is spousal maintenance in Texas, a clear guide to post-divorce support. What is spousal maintenance in Texas, and how is it different from alimony? In Texas, spousal maintenance is a strict, court-ordered payment. It exists as a temporary safety net designed to cover basic, essential financial needs after a divorce. It is not a permanent subsidy to maintain the exact lifestyle you enjoyed during the marriage. Recognizing the hard legal distinction between these terms is the only way to protect yourself and avoid catastrophic financial surprises when finalizing a Texas divorce. Under Texas law, there is no traditional open-ended alimony system like you see in many other states. Instead, you have two distinct paths for post-divorce support. The first option is court-ordered spousal maintenance. If a judge orders maintenance, those payments are backed by the heavy hammer of the court system. Missing a payment can result in a contempt of court charge. However, in exchange for that strict enforcement, the law applies incredibly rigid caps and tight time limits to the payout. The second option is contractual alimony. This is a private, voluntary agreement negotiated directly between you and your spouse as part of your settlement. Looking at this comparison, you can see the trade-off clearly. Contractual alimony flexibility, you can agree to any amount and any duration. But because it sits outside the statutory maintenance rules, it acts as a standard civil debt. You trade away the family court's enforcement tools, meaning a judge cannot throw your ex-spouse in jail for missing a payment. Divorcing couples must make a choice between the raw enforcement power of a judge's order and the customizable freedom of a private contract. To receive court-ordered support, the requesting spouse must first clear a major hurdle. They must prove to the court that they lack sufficient property, including assets awarded in the divorce, to provide for their minimum reasonable needs. Once that baseline need is established, the primary pathway to eligibility is the 10-year rule. The marriage must have lasted for at least 10 consecutive years. But relying on the 10-year rule carries a trade-off. The court will heavily scrutinize the requesting spouse. You have to prove you are actively hunting for a job or taking concrete steps to acquire the skills necessary to become self-supporting. A second pathway exists regardless of the length of the marriage. If the paying spouse has a conviction or received deferred adjudication for an act of family violence within 2 years of the divorce filing. This flowchart maps out the complete picture of eligibility. After proving you lack sufficient property at the top, you must fit into one of these 4 branches. We've covered the first 2. The final 2 pathways apply if the requesting spouse has an incapacitating personal, physical, or mental disability, or if they are the primary caretaker for a disabled child of the marriage. Qualifying for maintenance is intentionally difficult by design. It is a true safety net for the financially destitute, not an automatic guarantee simply because one spouse earns less than the other. Even if a spouse successfully qualifies for maintenance, the state places strict mathematical caps on the actual monthly payout. This chart illustrates the financial limits. First, an absolute maximum. Courts cannot award more than $5,000 per month. Second, a percentage limit. Courts cannot award more than 20%. Court-ordered maintenance is a ticking clock. The law requires it to end in the shortest reasonable time necessary for the recipient to become self-supporting. This graph maps the strict duration caps based on marriage length. For 10 to 20 years, support is capped at 5 years. For 20 to 30 years, it extends to 7 years. And for marriages over 30 years, payments cap at 10 years. Texas spousal maintenance operates as transitional support, designed to force financial independence. It is never a lifelong pension. A common anxiety for paying spouses is whether these payment orders are set in stone forever or if they can be changed. To alter the payments, a party must experience a material and substantial change in circumstances. This usually means an involuntary job loss, a medical emergency, or the recipient spouse cohabitating with a new partner. As this checklist shows, modification requires completing 2 specific steps. After proving your material change in circumstances, you must formally petition and receive approval directly from the court. A paying spouse cannot simply decide to stop making payments on their own. Doing so risks severe contempt penalties, including fines and jail time. Once you invite the court's power into your finances, you are strictly bound by its authority until the judge officially releases you. Because Texas law is uniquely restrictive regarding post-divorce support, attempting to navigate this system without expert help is a massive financial risk. You need a qualified attorney to accurately determine your eligibility, safely negotiate contractual alternatives, and protect your long-term assets from unreasonable claims. The Law Office of Brian Fagan, PLLC, brings deep experience guiding clients through these specific, highly nuanced financial cases across Texas. Please subscribe to the podcast, share this episode with anyone who might need it, visit our website, or call 281-810-9760. Thank you for listening to the Law Office of Brian Fagan podcast, where families find freedom and peace of mind through expert legal care. For more information or to schedule your free consultation, visit our website or call 281-810-9760 today. While Texas spousal support laws are strict, understanding how they work provides a clear roadmap to your future financial stability.